What's up, guys? It's Miss Black here. Super excited to be back and see you guys tomorrow. But for now, we got to take care of these dividing decimals notes. So these should be glued in on page 9 of your notebook, the next blank page. So make sure to have those in your notebook and update your table of contents. All right, so we're going to start off with how to divide a decimal by a whole number. So for example, something like 6.25 divided by 5. This is pretty easy. First thing you got to do is set it up using long division. And when you do that, you always have to make sure the first number goes in the house. So for example, if I make my little division house, I'm going to put 6.25 in the house because that is the first number. So 6.25 divided by 5. That is super important. I see a lot of people do it backwards, and then that just messes up their whole problem. So once you set it up, you're pretty much good to go. All you have to do is bring the decimal point straight up and divide like normal. So I'm going to take my decimal point, go straight up so it's in my answer, and then I'm just going to divide. So 5 goes into 6 one time. Sorry, my handwriting is a little sus. 5 times 1 is 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. Bring down the 2. 5 goes into 12 two times. 5 times 2 is 10. And 12 minus 10 is 2. Then I'm going to bring down the 5. Now we got 25. So 5 goes into 25 exactly 5 times. 5 times 5 is 25. And 25 minus 25 is 0. That's how you know you're done. So my answer is 1.25. And a good way to check it, if you're not positive if you did it right, all you got to do is multiply your answer by 5, and it should come out to 6.25, which it does. So now I feel extra confident that I did it right. All right, now let's check out a couple examples where we divide a decimal by another decimal. So, first thing, set it up. Same as the way we did it in that first example. We are going to put the first number in the house. So 18.88 divided by 1.6. Let's go ahead and set this one up too. We got 73.5 divided by 2.45. All right, step 2, we need to make the divisor, which is the outside number, into a whole number by moving the decimal point as many times as you need to. So let me show you how this works. We're going to look at the divisor in the first example, which is 1.6. And in order to make this into a whole number, all I have to do is move the decimal one time to the right. And now I've turned it into 16. Let me go ahead and do the same thing over here. So let's see, 2.45. I have to move it twice to make it a whole number. And now I've got 245. All right, but you can't just move the decimal in that number without doing the same thing to the dividend. So we need to move the decimal point in the dividend as well, which is the inside number, the same amount of times that we moved the divisor. So over in the first example, we moved the decimal point one time in the divisor, so we need to move it one time in the dividend. So now it is right there. So what I like to do is rewrite the problem so it doesn't look as messy. So now I've got 188.8 divided by 16. All right, and let me go do the second one. I moved the decimal in 2.45 twice, So I need to do the same thing with 73.5. Even though there's no numbers to move it around, I'm still going to move it twice. And if there's an empty space, I am just going to stick a 0 in there. So let me rewrite the problem. Now I've got 7. Where's my pen? Oh my gosh, my pen is spazzing out. All right, take 2. Now I've got 7,350. You don't have to put the decimal point at the end because it's just like a whole number now, but you can if you want. And then divided by 245. All right, so now we've got it all set up. So now we just got to divide like normal. So my first problem, bring the decimal straight up. Let's see, 16 can't fit into 1. 16 can fit into 18 though, one time. 16 times 1 is 16. 18 minus 16 is 2. Bring down an 8. Let's see, 16 goes into 28 one time. 16 times 1 is 16. 28 minus 16 is 12. And then bring down this last 8. Ooh, so now I gotta figure out how many 16s are in 128. This is where I'm just gonna have to guess and check. Sorry, that's supposed to be a 1. I don't know. Let me try 16 times 7. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 1 plus 4 would be 11. Ooh, I think it's gonna go one more time. 16 times 8. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 1 plus 4 is 12. There we go. So 16 times 8 is 128. Minus 128 is 0. So there we've got 11.8 as our answer. All right, last but not least, we got to go over and divide 7,350 by 245. So 245 does not fit into 7. It does not fit into 73, but it does fit into 735. Not sure. I'm going to try 245 times 3. 15. 4 times 3 plus 1 is 13. Ooh, this might be perfect. 3 times 2 plus 1 is 7. Yay. Perfect. So 245 times 3 is 735. Subtract, that's 0. But I've still got this 0 to bring down. So let's see. How many times does 245 fit into 0? That is 0 times. 245 times 0 is 0, and 0 minus 0 is 0. And remember, the decimal is right at the end here, so if I bring it straight up, I will see that my answer is just 30. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.